All right, I'm leaving the hostel and I'm headed to the church next door. Check it out. It's a little chilly today. It's Pope Leo. Oh wow, it's a huge organ. That's a pretty church. And it's literally connected to my hostel, so that's kind of interesting. All right, I'm headed south towards the River Liffey and the main sites of Dublin, so I think this is kind of more of like a residential area here. More cyclists. Yeah, I brought all my like warm weather rain gear just in case it gets like rainy and cold. But yeah, it's like way nicer compared to Reykjavik. It's kind of good I went there first because then it kind of made me. I'd probably be cold if I came here directly and didn't complain about the cold, but it actually feels really nice here. Mild climate. Looks like there's a park coming up here. There's quite a bit of stuff in this neighborhood, I guess. Quite a few people. All right, let's see if I know how to cross the street. All right, there's a. I don't know. I don't really see a crosswalk here. All right, I'm gonna stop recording now. Figure out how to cross the street. So, like the buildings here in Dublin are pretty plain except the doors. So, as you can see, there's a brightly painted green one. I think during British times they're all painted black like that. So the city was like relatively dull. And then the Irish people started painting their doors multicolors as like a sign of resistance, I guess. Because I think they were ordered to all paint their doors black. And after the death of like a British royal, and then instead everyone started painting them like different colors. So I see like a lot of different colors across the doors here. And those big buses are really all over the place here, aren't they? See probably Guinness signs everywhere. I guess I didn't have a Guinness today. I don't know. All right, here I'm in the main drag here in Dublin. There's like a giant spire up here. It just goes on and on and on. I'm here trying to catch a streetcar, I believe. Seems to be a station up ahead. I'm gonna go to like a main park and kind of collect myself, and then I'm gonna go to the Chester Beatty Museum. So, just yeah, traffic is crazy here. It's a sight to see, though. What's this guy about? Yeah, I need to like study up on my Irish history. I feel like I don't know anything. I know like they had the revolution over a little over 100 years ago from the British. So in that we're kind of similar. Jim Market must have had enough of the British tyranny. I don't know where you're supposed to catch the train at. Maybe it's there. I don't know. Oh, I think it's here. Oh no, I think it goes the other way. Well, I'll figure it out. All right. Here's some great Irish establishment: McDonald's, Mackey's, Burger King. It's like Burger Town right here. But there's a Starbucks. So if you're from the States, you'll feel right at home with all this like American fast food. So I'm crossing the river Liffey now. So I need to get on the other side of the street here. I think I'm okay. I don't see any cars coming. Yeah, the street signaling for pedestrians is way off. But never lets you cross. Still gonna be safe. So cool. Some donuts. Seems like it's clear. I think I'm gonna give it a go. Yeah. All right, here it is, the River Liffey. It's the main river in Dublin. Heineken building. Pretty cool. All right, walking the streets of Dublin. I don't know where I'm at. Post office. I'm trying to find this park to kind of chill for a minute. Oh, cool. I think this is the Irish Central Bank, so or probably maybe it's like the actual bank here in Ireland. It's like a Bank of America type situation. All right, let's figure out where we're at. Here's a map. All right, I'm gonna figure out where I'm at and be back with you in a second. Looks like we got some buskers out here. Pretty good. So it looks like this street is like pedestrianized here, so it's kind of nice. I just have to worry about walking into other people. Looks like it's fancy though. Got the Chanel's, the Dior's. Lord probably like this. Leprechaun. It's supposed to be like Busker Street or something. Oh, there's a seabird. It's a medium head. It's actually pretty good. Alright, I'm entering St. Stephen's Square now, so it's supposed to be like a nice Central Park type area. Should better cross the street as soon as I can. We'll take the tram on the way back, see what that's like. So. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's like the hustle and bustle of the city, and then all of a sudden you're in a nice little green oasis here. It's pretty sweet. It's a nice pond. And I'm gonna go up that little stairwell there. Oh, look at seabirds. It's that gull. It's kind of interesting. It's a different color. I've never seen color like that before. Got ourselves a pupper. Yeah, I think Eugene would love this place. There's all kinds of different types of plants and stuff. I don't see any fungus for Shannon though. All right, here we go. Yeah, this place is really nice. Yeah, it's weird with the seagulls. They're just kind of taking over this spot. Look at them. Menacing. Ha ha ha. All right, I'm going to make my way to the center there. Oh man, this tree is massive. Look at that. Oh, look, there's a swan below it. I don't know. The swans are very pretty, but they're kind of evil. Look at, he's wagging his tail. Oh, stretching out. It's funny. Yeah, I think, well, Dublin has a port, so like we're basically on the ocean. So you can hear all the seagulls screaming. I'm gonna take a look and see. Oh my god, these birds are funny. Check this out. Some flowers there. Hmm. So I think this is like the center of the park. It looks like there's not a ton of stuff going on here. Oh, this is like the nicer part of the park. There's like tulips and stuff out there. There's like a pagoda here. Yeah, the pigeons here probably have to fight the seagulls for anything. Oh my god, they sound so weird. What? Oh my god. These guys are a bunch of crybabies. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys squawking about? Now you're being quiet? What? You're trying to chat? Oh my god, it's so funny. Yeah, nice park though. Very pleasant. I think I'm gonna take a little break and figure out what to do next. Been looking at this place, Chester Beatty. So he's like a rich guy who just built his own personal museum and it's free to the public. So that's kind of cool. I think that's what rich people should start doing, you know, showing off all their nice stuff at least. That's like the bare minimum, you know. But at least here in Ireland, they have one guy that did a little bit of the right thing, you know, in regard to hoarding wealth. Oh wow! I think these are Irish wolfhounds here. These are big beasts. Oh my god! This is like a cozy little house in the middle of the park. St. Stephen's Green Park, definitely worth a sit. Get some fresh air here in Dublin. All right, I'm headed to the Chester Beatty Museum and see some interesting stuff. Honestly, I just took that little video bit to show off those Irish wolfhound dogs. They're pretty cool. Kind of want one now. All right, I'm making my way to the Chester Beatty Museum now. And this is the front gate entrance to like the park. So it looks pretty cool. It's like a fortress or something. Ooh, it's a little chilly today. I'm glad I wore my little under jacket sweater thing, the jacket liner I brought. Go on. Through here. Oh, I'm kind of lost here. I guess I can go through here. It's the Dublin Castle here. These buildings are pretty colorful. Oh, there we go. Chester Beatty. There's a sign. Thought I was kind of lost there for a second. Whew. All right, this should be kind of interesting. Just knowing someone wealthy just decided to build themselves a museum to show off all the stuff they hoarded. I guess you could do worse thing with your money, right? Oh wow, this park is really pretty. It's like a little circle. Oh wow, that castle's pretty cool looking. All right, I'm going to Chester Beatty. Let's see if they let me record in there. So it looks like this stuff is from Iran. The other stuff I showed you before was from Asia, primarily Japan, it looked like. Man, the gilding in these books is incredible. Some of this stuff's from India. Different types of scripts. Oh, it's the Quran, I think? No, there's the different types of like writing styles. That's cool. It's really pretty. Oh, it's a different coloring. like some of the European stuff. Wow, this is really pretty. I'm gonna go to another area. This museum's really beautiful on the inside too. Look at. Here's Mr. Beatty himself, the Grand Collector. So I think these are some of the earliest biblical manuscripts, it looks like. Well, no, this is stuff from Manichaeism, sorry. It was a popular religion that lasted about 1,000 years. Now this is the early Bibles. So I just made it to the 2 levels of the Chester Beatty Museum. It's kind of interesting. The guy was actually an American of Irish descent, and he made his money out west mining. So they said he was like he made a great deal of money in like Colorado, I think down southwest area near the Telluride. So it's kind of interesting connection. But I'm here on the rooftop. Let's see. I don't know if you can really see it, but can't see the green behind me. A little bit. Oh, there we go. Get used to this camera. But no, it's cool. It's kind of interesting to see how his mind was organized and the way he thought and put things together. So, oh man, yeah. But no, I like the way he collected and he organized each religion. He organized each period of time, and he definitely had different things he was interested in. So it's like he collected from Christian stuff here in Europe. Then his travels just allowed him to build up his collection of all the different history and religious art throughout the world, really, throughout a good deal of the world, at least, like Japan, China, India, Iran, Egypt, and a lot of stuff here in Europe. So good stuff, definitely worth a visit. And I'm glad his philanthropy went towards something like this. All right, I'm entering the National Museum here in Dublin. All right, it's pretty impressive already. Let's see if the Irish Museum or the National Museum has more stuff than Mr. Beatty's museum. Okay, we're entering the museum, and this one is a great deal. It's free like the other one, so I gotta put my stuff away. All right, actually, don't have to put your bags away, I guess. Seems like no one else is. So. This is like ancient Irish stuff. Okay. I can only take short videos. Check out these really cool brooches. It's kind of funny they find items like this in Irish wetlands from centuries ago, and stuff gets stuck in there. It'll last forever. All right, just completed my quick tour of the National Museum. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. It's kind of overwhelming. I think I'm gonna do only 2, maybe 3 museums in a day because it kind of overwhelms my brain. Just like so much information, so much. You're just sifting through all these layers of history. I mean, they've had stuff there since the beginning of human history. Like they find like bodies and items that are in like bogs that have been preserved for like thousands of years, which is really cool. But they had so much stuff from the Viking invasion time period, like in the 700s, 800s, around the same time Iceland was found. And then they have a lot of stuff from whenever basically the Vikings left or were kind of integrated into Irish life. And then the English came and they started basically slowly taking control of Ireland up until it became an integral part of the British Empire throughout like the 17th, 18th, and 19th century. And the British finally left in the 1920s. And now Ireland is its own sovereign country. Well, the exception of the northern bit, I guess. All right, so this is how you buy tickets here for the bus system and the trolley system. I'm getting on it now. Let's see how it works. You just validate it here. There's got to be a place to validate it. This is cool. Yes. get off soon and make my way downstairs to get to, yeah, kind of sort of look at that cathedral over there. I guess I need to stop in there, but I gotta do laundry. I'll go check that out later on this evening. Okay. Well, today I just spent the day going to a couple museums. I went to St. Stephen's Green. It's kind of like the Central Park of Dublin. And of the two museums, I went to the Chester Beatty Museum and I went to the National Museum. And both of those were free, so it was a really good deal today. And I got a 24-hour bus and light rail pass, which cost me about €8 for, yeah, €8, which is a pretty good deal, I thought. So far, I think I've spent about €10.50 for transport in Dublin, which is a great deal compared to, I think I spent close to 60 or 70 in Reykjavik. So yeah, this is a relatively expensive country, but I guess Iceland is in a league of its own. So just be prepared if you ever visit Iceland that you're going to be spending quite a bit of money just to eat out and stuff like that. So, but yeah, today was good. I definitely enjoyed just kind of checking out a few different things, seeing all the different types of historical objects and art, and just learning about all the history of this country and the people and the anthropology and stuff like that of the people who've lived here for centuries, since the beginning of time, really. I mean, the Irish people are indigenous to this place, so they have been here forever. But overall, I mean, honestly, I probably didn't even need to use the public transit. I kind of just did it just to test it out, because I walked to the park this morning and it maybe took me like 25 minutes, 20 minutes. At least I have like, I could take the bus or the tram tomorrow. So when I take the train out of here at 9 o'clock, it should be nice. Make it a little bit easier and less stressful. But yeah, overall, good day. Just a lot of stuff to see. So I hope you enjoy the little bit of video clips I've taken and enjoy this day. Oh yeah, I guess I also took a quick little tour of the cathedral next to mine, which I think is not, definitely not the largest one. There's bigger ones here in Dublin. But yeah, I mean, honestly, my biggest regret though is not taking, just feeling really tired yesterday. I could not get myself to go do much of anything besides like feed myself and rest. So if there's people out there that are interested in watching somebody torture themselves with travel, this next 3 months will be fun for them. They basically get to watch me disintegrate in 3 months. But luckily I have like a 1 week reprieve in Italy. Hopefully that'll allow me to like rest for a few days and recover. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty wild ride. Let's say that. All right, enjoy.